Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States. Boz Skaggs here with a message about the latest sensation that's sweeping the nation. That's right, it's a couple of tin cans on a piece of string that goes directly to the hospital in case your infirm mother isn't already there, and chips at tooth, practicing a circus act in the shower. Only available while supplies last. Listen, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also in the description is the link to the Bonehead cartoon. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hi, everybody. Listen to that fan purr. I had to go out and get a fan a little while ago because it's oh man, all my stuff's falling off my desk on me because it is boiling in here. Our heat went out just in time for summer to really get cooking. So this is doing the trick for now until we get it fixed. Ain't that the way? Okay. Got my ink, got my scalding hot tea on this hot summer day. Life is good. Okay, I think we're ready to ink the book. I have a bad feeling I'm gonna have to get a new camera soon. Okay. Oh, here, I want to share something. I shared it yesterday. Let's see, how do I do it? I'm the boomeriest millennial. Am I a millennial? Share something. Here we are. Get out of here, you. Okay. I uploaded a bunch of designs, and I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm gonna start putting up here soon. If anybody cares to check this stuff out, we got Lefty Ink the Book mug. It's not a t-shirt. I ordered this last night because I wanted a Lefty mug. They won't let. I could make one where it's on both sides. Maybe I'll do that. We got alligator with Ink the Book logo. We've got this baby demon design, and the t-shirt, if nothing else, it has the Ink the Book show logo on the back. But you can, if you let's see, where do we go? Stop embarrassing me. You can get it as you can get it as other stuff. Here. Maybe that one's tricky because it's got a little design. But like this coffee t-shirt, that's pretty cute. And if you want, you can get his other stuff. There's a mug, sticker. Let's see, what else do we want? We want a pillow. Boom. That's a pillow. Everything's on sale for, what, 38 hours. What else we got? What else we got? We've got Morning Can Wait. Whoever designed these must not like the morning. Look, it's kind of like my mug. I think I'm going to put up a different version of this for a mug that's closer to the one that I have here at my house, somewhere in my closet there. But that's not bad. Oh, this one makes a very good, like we saw before, pillow. Yeah, that's apt. What else we got? I won't take up too much more time with this because I got to get to inking. We got Bonehead, Ink Book Show logo, Bonehead logo, just plain old Baby Demon. Gang's all here, bunch of random characters. Here's this one. This was designed as a mug, but I made it available on it. All the stuff, all the things. Let me kind of show it up close. So here, it's got Bonehead on one side. On the other side, it says, all my friends are weird. Here's the full design. It's got Bonehead, Mort, Petunia, Billy, and Doyle. It's all the main little guys. Ain't that cute? Okay. Now we're going to start inking. Hey, look, it's Sweaty Smetty. Hey, Sweaty. Bet you're not as sweaty as I am today, Jiminy. I've got a fan pumping cool air into here finally, though. Let's see. Happy Friday from the Sweatster, popping in from work to wish you a good stream and to say you're awesome sauce. And then all this stuff. Whatever that means. Thank you, Sweaty. Good to see you again. What a guy. Or gal. I think it's a guy. Sweaty also says this stuff. Thank you so much. So if anyone cares, I'll have some of that stuff to show off soon. I just ordered some things. My brush is all stiff now. Did it get stiff in that time? Yeah, it had to. I didn't leave it inky last night. Look at this, though. I was trying to point this out yesterday, and then my camera froze up because my computer was acting up. Look at this picture of Denton Crux. He looks just like Grimm from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't think there's many images of him where I would say that. But I noticed that when I picked these pages up to ink, this batch of pages, when I grabbed them, it was like the first thing I noticed about this page. He looks just like Grimm there. Usually he doesn't, but I kind of like... The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was a big, Here, I'm gonna get some light on here. It was a big influence on me early on, like when I was in middle school. I made up my other characters, Tom and Sid, kind of inspired by Billy and Mandy a little bit. In fact, Sid wears the same shirt as Billy as an homage. Ooh. This would be a cool shirt, I think. Scribble Sid. So I might not be able to get this whole page in because I had to go running around town a little while ago. It took me a few stops to find a good fan. Oh, by the way, if you hear that whirring, that's what's going on. Now, he's got these green eyebrows. I didn't really flesh out his eyebrows on the pencils. Oh, also, I'll have to get the link ready. But I wanted to share that Betty Boo is she's this English pop star from the 90s. She put out 2 albums and then kind of disappeared for 30 years. And she's in her 50s now, but she just started releasing singles again. And it's in anticipation of her 3rd album called Boomerang. She just announced it the other day. And I'm really excited. She's got 3 singles released now. One is called Get Me to the Weekend. One is called Shining Star. And one is called Boomerang. And that's the one that came out just yesterday. And that one, I mean, I like them all. But Boomerang is my new favorite. And she's got pre-orders available on her website. I ordered this bundle where I'm like all the bundles on her website come with a 5 songs preview CD that you'll get next month. And the rest of the stuff is released in October. But all the bundles come with that preview CD. And then the official album has 12 tracks, but the CD I saw has like 6 bonus tracks. I think it's like remixes and stuff at the end of it. And then so the bundle I got, it was like a signed vinyl, a signed CD, and a cassette, all of the same album. But you know, you can also get just the cassette or just the vinyl or just the CD, I'm pretty sure. And she's got shirts available. I am so excited that she's doing stuff again. She kills. That was a thrift store discovery for me. I spotted a cassette walking out the door, and it was like an impulse purchase. And it was the album Grr, It's Betty Boo. I love every track on that album. She's so fun. But it's those new tracks and all of her music's on Spotify, and she's got the links on her Twitter and Instagram, or yeah, Instagram. And her Twitter handle is Boo Mania. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'll keep talking about her for the next million months. And I like that she's like stuck in the 90s is kind of her brand, because that's kind of my brand. But she was a big pop star, I guess, in the UK in the 90s. I guess when whoever was forming the Spice Girls, he was saying like what his idea was, because I guess all these pop bands in the 90s were like cobbled together specifically to sell records. And he was like, my idea was I wanted like 5 Betty Boos. I read that a couple places, I think. Big vibes. Crab dance. I'm just reading this now. I mean, the big crazy part. Silent 74 big vibes, sweaty 177 crab dance, silent 74 big vibes. What is that? Crab dance. Somewhere a sleeper agent is springing into action. Somewhere a sleeper agent taking out the president. So I'm going to keep going until either I finish this page or 1:30 hits. So that gives me 2 hours. That should be plenty of time. But I have a hard out at that point. Oh man, this fan is a gift from God that I paid for. Yeah, it was ugly in here. I was sweating like a pig doing the page yesterday. It actually occurred to me during yesterday's stream that, oh yeah, I can buy a fan whenever I want. I'm allowed. I was talking to Shoes from the Netherlands yesterday, and like I was telling him that I tend to just let myself suffer in silence on stuff, not on purpose, just because I don't think about helping myself very. I don't quickly think of doing stuff to help myself. Or even if I do, I'm usually like, I'll get around to it. I like this hand. It's a little long, but I like it. Oh, dang it. I wonder if I still have it copied. No, I don't. When I was trying to, I posted a link to the now deleted first attempt at this video that I started last night. What's his name? Shoes was we were talking about ADHD for a long time because he was saying he was talking about how he recently found out he had it, and I was talking about how I think I might have it, and I think he was getting that impression too, maybe, and so we were talking about it. He was trying to share a video. But I'm incompetent. So anyway, when I came back, I shared the link, and now I don't have it. But he shared it in the chat last time. I just couldn't access it. I don't know. I tell you, I'm a boomer. I'm the boomeriest millennial or Gen X. Am I Gen X? I think I'm a millennial, even though I don't want to be called a millennial. Gen X sounds so much cooler, but I think they're before me. Okay, here is Denton Crux. And I think he's giving a bit of a "we're not so different, you and I" speech here. Or something. There's a script. There's a whole dang script to this book. I don't know what he says. You figure it out. That's how people write books. You figure it out. That's how I write books. Well, how do you write books? So drop shadow under his crotch. Kind of cuffs to his pant legs, knee. There's that. Let's throw some drop shadows underneath these bones. These bones are gonna cast a shadow. These bones are gonna cast a shadow. These bones are gonna cast a shadow. So ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. I am a mental patient. I am a mental patient. I am a mental patient. Sorry. So ride, Sally, ride. That's from Barney. Barney the dinosaur. See, stuck in the 90s. What was it? Sally the camel. Sally the camel has 6 humps. Sally the camel has 6 humps. Sally the camel has 6 humps. They don't say so ride, Sally, ride. What is that from? Maybe it is. What else would it be from? It's Barney. It's gotta be. Shoes. Shadow under his arch. And then there's that. Gonna scuff up his head a tad. Okay, and then we've got Bonehead down here. Let's see. These gaping empty holes for his eyes. Just like me. Here we go. Oh man, I tell you, this is the most comfortable I've felt in this house all week. I should have bought a fan hours ago. Make this a little rounder. There we go. I like that better. Let's see now. It's Friday, the 4th of July is coming up. I finally know what I'm doing for the 4th of July. Working. Trying to figure out. I couldn't wrap my head around the forms that happen at that corner of the arm there. My brain kind of melted down for a second there. But what else is new? Yeah, but that's always happening. So yeah, I was watching that video that Shoes sent. Shown. I'm gonna try and remember the Dutch phrase that is his name. Chosen Deuce. Chosen Deuce. Shoes in box. The video that he shared about the ADHD. Oh, I forget what I was about to say in regards to that. Anyway, I was watching it, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like me. I think he probably said something like, you lose your train of thought in the middle of your sentence. Something that sounds like me, like what I just did. But he's talking about how it gets often misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed, or goes undiagnosed. I think me and Shoes were both saying we're not eager to get onto any kind of medication. Though it sounds like that guy was saying you don't have to kind of worry about taking medication all the time. You can go. I mean, I get by without it right now just fine. But I was also looking into it beyond that, and it's like if you exercise and get outside a little bit. I think I read something that said like 20 minutes a day. It's supposed to help, allegedly, which sounds like something I could use anyway, to get outside more and exercise more. I'm in my mid-30s now. My metabolism is slowing down. I'm getting doughier. It's not a bad idea for just living anyway. So the last page, he was watching a memory of his. Where he's with, the last several pages he was watching memories. And now he's all bummed out. Here, I'm gonna cock this a little funny so it doesn't meet up exactly with that point of his teeth. Okay, and I'm gonna put a drop shadow under this part of his foot. Now let me pull this out a little bit. So, let me make sure. I was going to say the link to that little shop should be in the description, but I'm curious if I put it, because I set this stream up last night. Yeah, it's there. At least on YouTube, and it will be on Twitch after I end the broadcast. Because StreamYard is difficult. I wonder if I'm going to have to try OBS. When I started YouTube, because I started YouTube a few months before Twitch, I thought StreamYard was OBS software. I thought it was just what it was called. But I guess they're like different brands of the same kind of thing. Who knew? Here we go. Some kind of pyramid. And then vertical, are these going the, I know, like here I'm gonna have to adjust the angles on there. These look all right, I think. Yeah. But these are not running parallel to this line. And let's see, these are not running parallel to this, and these should be parallel to the steps. It's just science. Do all these angles. Or all the lines at this angle. Alright. Here's that one. And that one. That one. That one. Okay. T. Finally posted a new sketchbook drawing last night. I watercolored another monster. It looks kind of like a demented Cubert. Remember that game, that old game Cubert? I think he's a little orange guy with like he's got like a sucker mouth and 1 foot, I think. I think I just ripped off Cubert. Let me look at him. Oh, does Cubert have 2 feet? Yeah, I guess he does. Well, my guy has 1 foot. It's like a big old Bigfoot foot. I think I am not going to do any watercolor sketchbook drawings for a little bit because it was just taking up too much time. I'm just going to go back to the markers. I mean, I'll do watercolor here and there still. I do have to get better at watercolor, I think. The one I posted yesterday was not my best. I like that sea creature one. I think that is my best watercolor to date, probably. That's the one I drew and painted out at the lake house in Wisconsin. The sea creature one. The foot guy that I just posted, I drew that in at the same lake house. So that shows you how long ago was that? That was at least a week ago. That was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I was there for the 11th and the 12th, or the 10th, 11th, and 12th. So that shows you how busy I've been in my sketch. No, I've been drawing in my sketchbook since then. But I don't think I've posted anything on Twitter and Instagram since then. Dumble, 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 dumble. This is the way we ink the stairs. Ink the stairs. Ink the stairs. This is the way we ink the stairs all the livelong day. Okay. This is a stripy panel. I wasn't sure the black stripes were going to work, but I think it is. I think it'll look cool. We're wondering about how it's going to conflict with that, but we'll see. I'll just do that the like Daffy Duck white line, I think. That's what I call it. I don't know if there's a term for that. White line? I don't know. I'm an artist. I didn't pay attention in school. Least of all, art school. Let's see. I saw some everywhere's got their reels now. It was probably something from TikTok or something. But on Facebook, some Facebook reel, I saw. What did I see? Some girl was asking this mortician if if you could cremate somebody with popcorn in their pants. And he was giving a very thorough, thought out answer. He's like, "Oh yeah, you could put popcorn in somebody's pants and cremate them, but I think it would just disintegrate with the rest of the body. I think what you would want to do is put them in there with some Jiffy Pop." And he was carrying on for a bit. It's kind of funny that he was acknowledging the question that thoroughly. Can you imagine cremating a relative with sending them in with Jiffy Pop pans? It's what he would have wanted. Some popcorn in his urn. He was a circus clown. In many ways, we like to think he still is. Oh. All our descendants finish the sentence. Now I make as much sense as the car on the lawn, sinking real low until it is gone. Yeah. Oh, yawn. I'm actually not falling asleep. I feel like I'm always so tired when I do streams lately, but not now, in spite of the yawning. Boy, this panel has taken me an hour. Well, I was showing off the T Public store for a while there. But yeah, this panel is taking some time. It's really a double panel, so it's like a third of the page. It's actually a wide double panel too, honestly. So it is a good big percentage of the page that I've done so far. I don't know if Ethan Nicole, the Axe Cop guy, retweeted it, or if or if it was recommended to me on something. But there was this, yeah, I think it was a tweet I saw. Somebody retweeted it. It's probably Ethan Nicole. Or he liked it or something. It was a clip from the Axe Cop cartoon that was on Fox for a little while. So if you don't know, Axe Cop was a comic book made by Ethan Nicole when he was 30, and it was written, so he drew it, but it was the stories that he was drawing were stories made up by his 5-year-old brother at the time, who is now a high school graduate. So I'm old. But let's see. But yeah, Fox put out a cartoon of it a number of years ago, and Malachi was still writing. I think they had some, like, he could only work so many hours or something. They couldn't make him like work more than this many hours a day or whatever because he was a kid. But he was still writing the cartoon, and anyway, I saw this clip the other day with Jonathan Banks doing a character called Book Cop, which looked like he was supposed to be like Axe Cop's great grandfather or something like that. Because it was in like olden, it was like in like, you know, the original colonies or something. Like he looked kind of like George Washington or something. His name is Book Cop, and what does he do? Let's see if I can. I sent it to somebody. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and share it with you in this crummy way. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. I'm remembering it now. Let me turn up my volume here.
What do you think you're doing, milady? Girls don't read books. Yeah, except cookbooks and laundry books. Who are you? I'm Book Cop. And books are for everyone, even girls, even people on the dumb list like girls. Ha! You missed. No, I didn't. Boomerang book. Secret attack.
Boom.
What do you think you're doing?
Boomerang book. Secret attack. He cuts his head off with a book. Books are for everyone, even girls, even people on the dumb list like girls. I like he delivers the line like a child would. Like, kind of runs the sentences together like that. It's so funny. In the era of the Founding Fathers. Book cop. he chops he chops people's heads off with books, just as Axe Cop in modern day chops people's heads off with axes. We've come a long way since our founding fathers. I used to read it here and there. I bought a couple like trade paperback collections for my sister back in the day, but I've never really read long form Axe Cop. Because what did I get? A Bad Guy World or something like that? Big Bad World? Something. There's a book that I bought for my sister that it was supposed to be like. It was supposed to be like. My understanding was it was supposed to be like the Axe Cop movie. It was like their biggest story yet when I bought it. It was my understanding anyway. But I never read it. I should have. I used to read stuff like that to my sister, who's 15 years younger than me. So she was a little girl then, but she thought it was really funny, so I bought her that book. I don't know if she even ever read it though. Here's my Grim Denton Crux. It's funny because it looks like Denton Crux, but Denton Crux doesn't usually look like Grim to me. Grim does have a different nose than this. And I know his eyebrows aren't green. Not that I can prove that Denton Crux's eyebrows are green here. Okay, you caught me. I'm a rip-off artist. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go, Billy. Is that a good Grim? I don't. I almost sounded like I was doing the Swedish Chef. Flurvin Dervin. See? Is that what he says? As pop culture nerdy as I can be in my own way, I'm pretty culturally ignorant. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, pop culture. Like, I know everybody was I knew so many people who were like always referencing the Swedish Chef, like when I was in high school, and I was barely aware of that character. I watched Sesame Street and The Muppet Show when I was a kid, but the Swedish Chef was barely on my radar. Like the Swedish Chef, and I'm like Alton Brown. I barely know who he is. I didn't do his neck here. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, just. Oh, I got a picture of my nephews sent to me. Sorry, I'm just checking my stuff here. Cool. We got some people looking at my shop links anyway. And don't anybody feel obligated to buy nothing. I mostly just wanted stuff for myself. I'm putting stuff up there that I would want. You know? And I already ordered a batch of stuff. in his hand. I like that. Sometimes I don't know. This book, I'm like really surprising myself sometimes. Like, look at his shoes there. I didn't know I could draw feet or shoes. I just kind of keep surprising myself throughout this book. I'm not saying it's the best drawn book in the world, but it might be. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, I went in to it trying to do the best job that I could, and I think going in with that attitude, you know, yields good results. If I do say so myself. Not to toot my own horn, but a beep beep. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Not to be. I don't want to be a crass guy. Let's see. That probably shouldn't be that dang wide. Let me do this first. Oh, dang, I made it that wide anyway. I meant to taper it in a bit. I was like, what's the problem there? When I was putting the line down, I was like, no, that'll work. What time is it? Man, it's almost 1 o'clock already. As I said, I'm only going until 1:30. I'm gonna have to do that too, because I thought that's where I was going with it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Dang it, I'm confusing myself with these little lines. Let's see. So that's his collar. That's his shirt collar. This is the jacket collar. There. We cool? We cool. Here's this, here's this, here's this. This guy's jacket is too elaborate for the likes of me. Or something. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to spend the next half hour finishing this jacket. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, this is rude. Oh, that's just rude. He's cramming his hand into his eye socket. Dude, you ask first. You don't just dig in. Me eye socket, Sue eye socket. That ain't how it works, dude. It's not a communal eye socket, brah. Get your own eye socket. You feel me? Apparently, you just feel whatever you want. Yeah, fool. Let's see. I'm going to hit the button to heat up some tea. I'll be right back. think there's enough water in there for another cup. Okay. It looked like it was barely enough for another cup in my little tea kettle out there. That was so nice of Sweaty Smetty. Makes me feel good. I just keep looking up and seeing that comment. Boom. 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 My face is all like I got the fan, which is keeping me cool now. But like by the time I set it up in here, I've been sweating all day and night. Well, I washed my face before I left to get the fan. But it's like I'm feeling my face now. I keep like rubbing my face. And I'm just all like, feels like I have a stick of butter that I rubbed all over it or something. I'm all oily. Mmm, sounds yummy. Speaking of yummy, I made some pasta with zucchini and onions in it last night. That was good. Yesterday I was talking about how I have all these HelloFresh bags I gotta get through. I gotta cook them before they go bad. They're all like piling up on me because I haven't had time to like get actually cook a meal. So I had one in there that was like getting kind of old. I was worried that I was going to have to throw it out, but it was all good. That's what I made last night. I was worried that the produce in the bag was not going to be of this world. I thought the zucchini would be sprouting eyes or something by this point, like a potato. Zucchinis grow mouths. No, I don't know. But no. Fresh as a daisy. It worked. It was delicious. Oh yeah, and it had chicken in it. Chicken and zucchini. I was worried the chicken wouldn't be good, but it was. I mean, I guess it wasn't like it was months old or something. It's a couple weeks old. I just get nervous about that stuff. Sometimes the produce on that stuff goes really fast. Sometimes. And chicken makes me nervous. I'm always afraid I'm like undercooking chicken. Less so than I used to be, but I'm always worried that I'm undercooking chicken, or like, does that smell bad? I don't know. Oh, I didn't do his. Finish his legs over here. So here's his coattail kind of thing. God knows I got a 10-gallon hat over my devil horns. I'll lasso the sunset, in fact. I'll wear it like a uniform. I'll say there goes a one good man, and I might fool him for another day. Then at the crack of one glorious dawn, I'll ride away. That's Terry Taylor. Who started the band Daniel Amos, which I found out about through comic book artist Doug Tenaple. He's big on Daniel Amos. He uses Terry Taylor in everything, except Earthworm Jim, but he used Terry Taylor as his musician for the Neverhood, big video game that he had, and the newer thing that he did on Steam called Armacrog, also Cat Scratch, and even when he was running the VeggieTales on Netflix, VeggieTales in the House, I believe Terry Taylor did music for that. And it was weird how I found out about that 10-gallon hat song. I love that 10-gallon hat song, but the first time I heard it, it was some girl on YouTube just doing a cover of it. And it just happened to be a Terry Taylor song, and I loved her singing it way more than I liked the Terry Taylor version. I haven't heard it in a while. I think I commented on the video and told her it was so wonderful. It when I first heard that song, it was like bringing tears to my eyes. That moved me. I think that cup of tea should be ready. Let me finish this one. There's a little ways to go. I ain't chugging a cup of tea. Run away to where they say that they love you and they mean it. Or for instance, there's no fence around your dream when you dream it in this dark. There's a spark of a light to redeem it. In the meantime, let me say, God knows I got a 10-gallon hat over my devil horns. Is this a picture yet? This step is crooked, but that's fine. This doesn't have to be perfect. These squares here, these memories, those I want to be a bit more perfect. Okay, so for that, I've got this pen here. Just a multi-liner. What is this one called? STA pigment liner? Never heard of it. Usually I also have some, what do you call it? What's the big brand? The oh, I can't even think of it. Copic multi-liners and some. I've got like 5 brands in there. Let's see. What to do, what to do, what to do. I don't see, this is so crooked. I'm afraid to just kind of wing it. I just realized I think I kind of sing that song less like Terry Taylor and more like Voltaire, which is kind of funny because they're kind of opposite from each other. I've got this kind of Voltaire thing, way that I sing it, at least sometimes if I didn't just do it. He's got this kind of thing that he does sometimes. Step right up, I'm a reasonable guy. Billy and Mandy again. That's where I found out about Voltaire. And all my faux goth friends were really into him. I was like, well, I gotta know more about him. He was on Billy and Mandy. He was on the Billy and Mandy. He went to do another song on Billy and Mandy that less people know of, called The Land of the Dead, which is actually on his album Ookie Spooky, which is the only actual Voltaire album I own. I bought it at an actual record store. Here in, well, not here, but in Elgin, where I still spend a lot of my days, a lot of my time, but not when I'm drawing. Here I'm at home. I'm like a town over from where I went to high school. Brains, it's okay. It's not a matter if it isn't great. And if at first they think it's strange, they won't think twice if they don't have a brain. This alien comes down from outer space, and he's getting Billy to bring him everybody in town so he can suck their brains out. And the whole cartoon, the whole 7-minute cartoon is a song by Voltaire. What time is it? It's 1:14. I really should end at 1:30. I am going to pour that cup of tea. So I usually do the Tetley tagless bags of tea. They're just like little pouches. But I saw that I was out when I went out there. And I have these Bigelow French vanilla flavored ones. Those are pretty good. That's like a little treat tea I buy sometimes. I don't buy too many flavored teas. Brains, I love 'em, I need 'em. My belly jumps for joy when I eat 'em. Big ones, fat ones, short ones, tall ones. So delectable, especially the small ones. I don't fry 'em, the heat'll only shrink 'em. I just grab myself a straw and I drink 'em. Whoa. Let's see. Trying to make these parallel if I can help it. But I'm a worse mathematician than I am an artist. So we're talking pretty bad here. Let's see. I want to make. Now I drew the straight lines with the ruler in the pencil, but I don't think I made them as parallel as I thought I did. Oh, I just remembered. I just started thinking about Stranger Things, and I just remembered the finale drops today. So season 4, volume 1 came out, what, like a month ago or so? And I think there's like a 2-episode, I think is what I heard. It's a 2-episode long finale that drops today. Okay. I think that'll do it. I'll go for a little longer here. Start the next panel. This down a tad. Check something real quick. To relay correct information before I go. So tomorrow I should be streaming at a similar time. Earlier if I can help it. Today I would have been on a little earlier, I think. And then I realized I had to go out shopping because I wasn't going to get another chance. And I bought this fan. And saved my life from melting. Oh, let me get this other eyebrow first. So I think this flash coming out of his eye as Denton Crux gets sucked into his eye. I think this flash, like when I color it, I think I would do a color hold on this line and make it like blue. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. I saw my nephews were watching Dora the other day in the car. I was like, dang. She's still there. I mean, I'm sure it was a 30-year-old episode, but that's where Mark Weiner went. There was a show when I was a kid that I liked to watch called Weinerville on Nickelodeon back in the day, like real early Nickelodeon. Weinerville, and Mark Weiner, he had like a bunch of puppets, well, puppet bodies, and his normal human head doing all the characters' heads. He was just doing voices and wearing different like hats and stuff. But then he would have like a tiny little puppet body and like moving around like. And the show is called Weinerville. I don't remember much more about it, but that guy, he does the voice of the map on Dora the Explorer and Swiper. And that's been pretty much his career, I think, for the past 30 years. I mean, 20 anyway. I forget how I found that out. I think I saw him on Veep. I think he was in an episode of Veep. And I think I just recognized him all of a sudden out of the blue somehow. I was like, that guy looks so familiar. Who is that? I looked him up. It was Mark Weiner. And I found out I saw his credits for Dora the Explorer. I was like, what? What? Then my face melted and I died. So that's why I'm not streaming today. But you already knew that. Okay, it is about time for me to wrap this up. I'll finish this up. I'll finish Bonehead. And then I'll end the stream. Ale, 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 my eyes on the devil. That's probably my favorite song on that album, Wookie Spooky. It's a song called Blue-Eyed Matador. There's also probably a bunch of songs on that album I haven't listened to in 10 years, so few that I listen to like every year. I'm sure, because yeah, I think I've got a few songs from that album on my Halloween playlist that I update every year. No, I can't. See, what just occurred to me was like, ooh, I should recreate my Halloween playlist on Spotify and make it public. But so many of the songs on my ever expanding Halloween playlist are not available on Spotify. I've had that epiphany like 3 or 4 times. But I could make a pretty good Halloween playlist, a pretty lengthy, cool Halloween playlist on Spotify, and make it public anyway. Include as much of that music as I can find. Maybe I'll do that. Halloween is coming up. It's just a wish away. That made me think of there's an episode of Scrubs where JD's self-conscious about somebody starts talking about geography or something, like where some place that they were at in the world. He's like, "Careful, JD, you're very close to revealing that you don't know anything about geography." He's like, and then somebody asks him, do you even know where New Zealand is?" And he goes, "I know you can dance your way there from Old Zealand." All right, I almost called him SpongeBob. There's Bonehead. We've got a good chunk of the page done. It's not done, but oh man, look at this. Look at this guy. What a wreck. What a flaming wreck. Ooh, that album ends with a song that mentions a flaming wreck. That's John Henry by They Might Be Giants. Anyway, this has been Ink the Book Show. I'm your best pal in comics, Ryan O'Connor. If you care to, start clicking some links in the description. If you don't see any links, I'm about to add them onto the Twitch stream. But yeah, there's my Twitter, my Instagram, my Discord, my Bonehead Cartoon. The link is in the description. What else? The TeePublic store that I just kind of refreshed and threw a bunch of stuff up on, and I'm probably about to throw some more stuff up on. You can get all those, just about all those designs you can get on pillows, little notebooks. What else? Masks, face masks, t-shirts, hoodies, onesies for your baby, stickers. I think I'm gonna upload a few that are gonna say t-shirt, but I'm gonna upload a few that are just stickers of like just Bonehead instead of Bonehead and the logo. Just like a couple character stickers. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll do one of just the Bonehead logo because that'd be cool. Anyway, click around if you care to, or check out some other videos. That'd be nice. Yeah. Otherwise, I will be here tomorrow inking more of this book, finishing this page, and probably starting and hopefully finishing the next. All right. Bye, everybody. I love you, and I'm very sweaty.